Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Fireworks on the 4th of July can be a lot of fun, but it is important to make safety a priority if you're going to set them off yourself. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has tonight's top story.
Independence Day is around the corner, or as some call it, the 4th of July. We're all preparing to celebrate with barbecues, family, friends, and public events. And of course, fireworks. They're fun to watch and use on your own, but safety tips are sometimes disregarded. Earlier this week, the Consumer Product Safety Commission released an annual report.
CPSC released its annual report today. In 2016, it indicated over 11,000 injuries and unfortunately 4 deaths related to fireworks. The 30 days around the 4th of July is when we see the most injuries occur.
These basic safety tips can prevent injury.
The message to consumers: leave the professional fireworks to the professionals. Make sure if you're using consumer fireworks, you keep a bucket of water or a hose handy. Keep them out of the hands of children. And make sure that if you have a firework that doesn't light, it's a dud, don't try to relight it.
Always remember to read the warning labels on firework products before using them. Have a safe and happy 4th of July. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
We are clearing things out after seeing some heavy rain today. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is here with a first look at our forecast.
Hey Scott, yeah, definitely going to see those warm temperatures hang around here as we get into the first weekend of July and really into that July 4th holiday too. Temperatures are getting back into the low 90s here in central Louisiana. Not like that today though. We'd stayed basically into the mid 80s here in most areas, but you can see down to our south where there was a little more rain. Temperatures stay in the low 80s here today. A high of 80 degrees in Baton Rouge, 85 degrees in Monroe, 89 degrees in Shreveport, 87 degrees a high in Natchitoches, and 86 degrees a high today here in Alexandria. So clouds are going to decrease as we head into the weekend. May see a few showers out there on Friday, but I think we're going to see a lot of that shower activity out of the area during the day on Friday. It looks like those clouds continue to decrease as we head into the weekend. That means the weekend will be temperatures in the 90s. Another warm one as we get back with those temperatures closer to where they should be. And also that humidity increasing too. And that hot, humid weather will hang around through next week. Could bring some storm chances back by the middle part of next week. Before tonight, we'll see just partly cloudy skies out there, warm and humid, 75 degrees by tomorrow morning. So we'll talk more about your Friday forecast, but also about that weekend, and that's coming up in just a few more minutes. Scott?
All right, thanks, Chris. Today, Governor John Bel Edwards announced that Plastipack Packages will invest $15 million to add up to 7 new plastics production lines, resulting in 32 new direct and indirect jobs. Plastipack will create 10 direct jobs, averaging $40,000 per year, including benefits. In addition, the company will retain 263 existing jobs at its Pineville facility. This is the second major expansion to Plastipack's Pineville facility since 2015, when the company announced a $9 million investment for the addition of 3 new production lines. Well, today Home Depot is giving back to Volunteers of America by renovating their building and making a big donation. ABC 31's Shar Thomas has the story.
As you can see behind me, the Home Depot is giving the gift that keeps on giving.
Part of our core values at the Home Depot is giving back, and giving back to those organizations that help out in the community, especially veterans organizations. And Volunteers of America does a lot for our veterans, for the homeless, for those in need in our community.
Volunteers of America has been giving back to the community, veterans, and the homeless for 30 years. And today, the Home Depot is giving back to them in a major way. The Home Depot donated over $20,000 to the Volunteers of America to renovate their building so they can serve the community with excellence. The Home Depot staff members stepped away from their daily duties to come out and paint the walls and put new floors down in the entire building. Josh Blackwell says they are excited.
So we're just excited about Home Depot being out here and working with us, allowing our clients the opportunity to experience quality and excellence in everything that we do here.
Shar Thomas, ABC 31 News.
And if you're involved with a nonprofit organization and need a renovation, you might contact the local Home Depot store. The Alexandria Zoo is inviting the community to come out and see what they offer for free.
We want everyone in the community to be able to experience the zoo. Just come in and see the animals, see the new additions that everyone has. They work so hard at the zoo to give something that we are so lucky to have, and everyone in Cenla and everywhere else, you know, anyone that can come needs to come and see and look, and we're going to have music, food vendors, just so much stuff to do, and everyone needs to come and just take a look and see what we have and think about joining the zoo and coming with their families more often.
This free day at the zoo is sponsored by Walker Kia in Alexandria. It will take place Saturday, July 8th from 9 to 4. And the month of July will be filled with lots to do in the Alexandria and Pineville area.
On July 1st, Rock the Red, downtown Alexandria. That's going to be a different event than we've had in Alexandria before, and it's going to start at 2 p.m. There are going to be all kinds of things all day long, like live music, food and drink vendors. There are going to be kids' activities, splash pad actually will be there, and then we'll have the fireworks beginning at 9 p.m.
It's a nice perk to have beautiful flowers that just keep blooming year after year, at the same time without having to replant. On this edition of Get It Growing, LSU Ag Center horticulturist Dan Gill introduces you to one of those, a native perennial called Stokes aster.
We have a wide variety of herbaceous perennial plants that bloom for us in the early summer period. One of my favorite for this beautiful lavender blue color to the flowers is Stokesia laevis, or Stokes aster, or Stokesia are the common names that we call this. Now, if you're interested in native plants, the Stokes aster is native to the southeastern United States. So this is actually a native wildflower to our area of the country that has been brought into cultivation because its flowers are so lovely. Now, they make really attractive plants. Through the fall and winter season, you get these wonderful, nice, broad, tongue-shaped, bright green leaves. And then around about May into early June, you get these beautiful spikes of flowers that start coming up, and these really pretty flowers through the early part of the summer. When the flowers have faded on this plant, follow the stem down into the foliage and cut it off down there. Oftentimes the plants will respond to that deadheading by sending up another crop of flowers, not so big, but another crop of flowers in the late summer. This is a plant that loves a nice sunny situation, but will also tolerate part sun, even a part shady situation. About a half a day of sun works well with this. It loves moisture, so locate this in an area where you can keep them well watered and moist, and you'll be rewarded by these beautiful flowers year after year after year, around about late May and on into June. So think about adding the Stokes aster or Stokesia. You should find them in bloom in your local nurseries now. They make a great addition to your perennial garden. For Get It Growing, I'm Dan Gill with the LSU Ag Center.
And for more information on other lawn and garden topics, contact your parish's LSU Ag Center Extension Service Office or visit the LSU Ag Center website at lsuagcenter.com and click on the Lawn and Garden button.
Enter to win a carport from Quality Outdoor Products in Leesville. An $800 value in the color of your choice, plus option to upgrade to something bigger at Quality Outdoor Products. To enter, register online on Facebook or Twitter. Enter daily to increase your chances of winning. This carport could be yours from KLAX TV and Quality Outdoor Products in Leesville. See official rules at klaxtv.com.
And welcome back, everyone. A good Thursday evening to you. Had some showers and thunderstorms move through the area earlier today. Again, you see the heavier rain stayed just to our south, though. A big area of rain developed right between Alexandria and areas just to our south and east. Again, some reds and yellows on that indicating some of that heavier rain. Saw up to 2 to 3 inches, even possibly as high as 5 inches in some areas of rain that moved through the area. Now, here in Alexandria itself, we didn't pick up too much. Some rumbles and thunder and some lightning with some of that rain that did move through, but did have a flash flood watch in effect for our area. That will expire here in the next hour or so as these showers and thunderstorms continue to diminish across our region, but could bring another chance of some rain in as we get to your Friday before we finally clear it out, just in time for the weekend. Here's a look at our future radar then, again at 9 o'clock in the evening. Not seeing too much going on, a few clouds, a little bit of spotty rain here and there. As you put it into motion then, we see much of the cloud cover really hanging around through much of the day on Friday. As we get to Friday afternoon then, again, just seeing some of that cloud cover around our area, maybe a few showers here and there, but I think the majority of that's going to stay off to our east through parts of Mississippi as we go through the day on Friday. Again, to really clear it out and warm it up here as we head into the weekend. Now, today's highs are in the mid to upper 80s in most areas, but again, where the rain is a little heavier to our south, those temperatures stayed near 80 near Baton Rouge, 87 Lake Charles, also 87 degrees in Natchitoches, 85 degrees in Monroe, 89 Shreveport. We had a high today of 86 degrees here in Alexandria. Outside right now, then, not too bad of an evening, except for that dew point. Yeah, partly sunny skies right now, 83 degrees, but look at that dew point, 76. That makes it feel like 92 degrees out there. That makes that heat index in the low 90s. South wind about 10 miles per hour as our pressure is on the fall. Now for tonight, just partly cloudy skies expected. Again, more humidity and more warm temperatures too. Mid 70s by tomorrow morning. South winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into our Friday, yeah, going to see at least a chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm, but again, I think most of that activity will push to our east as our highs do make it back in the upper 80s by the afternoon. We'll go for a high of 89. Again, south winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So once the showers and thunderstorms get out of here Friday, then we clear the skies out for the weekend. Really becomes very warm over the weekend too. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s, and that warm, humid weather keeps around for next week too, with the highs getting in the low 90s by the time we get to July 4th. Could be seeing temperatures close to 93 with that humidity in the area. Here's what it looks like on the surface map. Again, that humid weather moving its way through. That green area shows the showers and thunderstorms, but just to our west, a lot of sizzling heat in parts of Texas. That will eventually get here for the weekend. It could last into early next week. For tonight, mid 70s in most areas around our region, upper 80s to low 90s. A couple of thunderstorms around for your Friday, and your 7-day forecast shows the low 90s, but clearing skies for the weekend. Even early next week, then 94 on Monday, July 4th, 93, with partly to mostly cloudy skies and lots of humidity here as we start the first part of July. Scott?
Thank you, Chris. People are usually pretty good at keeping their kids up to date on their vaccinations, but what about the parents? New research says you might want to check. With more, here's Janae Norman.
The lollipops, the cute Band-Aids, the ones that come after the shots at the pediatricians. It's so important that our kids get vaccinated that the shots are required for school. And most adults keep themselves current with recommended boosters too. But today, new research showing that adults 65 and older aren't keeping up. A situation that could be putting their health and even their lives at risk. CDC researchers looking at nationwide data finding that while most seniors get an annual flu jab and a shot to protect against pneumonia, only about 1 in 3 get the shot that protects them against shingles, a painful recurrence of the chickenpox virus, and half of those over 65 are not up to date on their tetanus shots. Why this is important? It's older adults who tend to be hit harder by the complications associated with these diseases. So the next time you see a friend or loved one who's in their 60s or older, ask them what shots they've gotten this year. If you like, you can even offer them a lollipop or a fun Band-Aid. With this Medical Minute, I'm Janae Norman.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible. Murder, motive, secrets. Bones Weekends.
Watch Bones Weekends on KLAX ABC31. Download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
Good evening, Alexandria. I'm Nick Frank. It's been a great Thursday for former NSU basketball standout Zeke Woodley. Today, he agreed to a contract offer from a professional basketball team in Kosovo. In addition to their domestic league play, the Cub will be playing in the Champions League, meaning Woodley will get the chance to play in about 15 different countries. Last year, only 2 rookies played in the Champions League, and Woodley couldn't be more excited about his opportunity.
When I got hurt, I thought I wasn't going to, be able to play as good as I was before I got hurt. So it was doubts, but I came over it. Got to work hard, try to make it to the NBA. But if that don't work, just keep playing overseas, making money. Because I don't want to work anyway, so I just want to play basketball.
MLB umpire John Tumpane helped save a woman's life on the Roberto Clemente Bridge in Pittsburgh yesterday afternoon. At around 3 p.m., a woman climbed over the railing and stood above the river. That's when Tumpane rushed to lock his arms around her to stop her from possibly falling. He stayed with her until paramedics arrived and made sure she was back in safe hands.
After she came back on the side, I went up to her because she said, "You'll just forget me after this," and I said, "No. I'll never forget you. This is a unbelievable day, and I'm glad to say that she can have another day with us, and glad I was in the right place at the right time. And this isn't about me. I appreciate this opportunity, but this is just for her and that people care about her.
The NASCAR Cup Series will head down to the famed Daytona International Raceway this weekend for the Coke 0400. Daytona 500 winner Kyle Busch talked about going for his second straight win on the track and about Dale Jr., who may be turning in his last laps at the Super Speedway.
Everybody wants to win it. And yes, this is could possibly be Dale's last time in a top Monster Energy Series car at Daytona, and it's going to be a good battle. I guarantee he's going to be elbows out, sleeves rolled up, going hard, and he will be the car to beat this weekend.
Green flag drops on Saturday at 6:30. The Braves made a tough call today as they designated pitcher Bartolo Colon for assignment. Colon has not found the success with the Braves that he had last year with the Mets. Colon just 2-8 with an 8.14 ERA on the year. The 44-year-old got the start against the Padres last night, but was pulled after just 4 innings after he gave up 6 runs. The Braves still owe Colon the remainder of his $12.5 million contract. Now, someone who's not going to get cut anytime soon is Red Scott Schebler. He possibly turned in a Catch of the Year candidate the other night, up over his shoulder, spinning around, robbing Stephen Voigt of a home run. That's what some may call highway robbery. Going up, bringing it back. That one saved a few runs. He's also doing it at the plate. Tied for third in the NL with home runs. Back to the field. Ooh. Going up over, probably saved about 3 runs on that play.
Double threat there.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you. The warmth of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.